On the morning of 21st of October 1966, a National Coal Board spoil tip near the village of Aberfan in Wales collapsed. A spoil tip is a pile of waste rock and soil removed during coal mining. The first shaft for the Merthyr Vale colliery was started in 1869, and the first coal produced in 1875. By 1916, the colliery had run out of space to tip the waste on the valley floor and began tipping on the mountainside above the village of Aberfan. Tipping continued until 1966, by which time 7 tips had been constructed containing 2.7 million cubic yards of colliery spoil. Throughout this time, there was a total absence of UK laws and regulations governing mine and quarry waste tips and spoil heaps. The National Coal Board had no tipping policy that would have enforced the need for appropriate design and management of tips. Pit jobs kept Aberfan thriving: butchers, grocers, clothiers, banks, a cooperative department store, cinema, library, recreational hall and pubs, and working men's clubs galore. On Sundays, though, it was the turn of the village's 9 chapels, churches and gospel halls to do a roaring trade. Wales' fervent religious tradition held strong. The steep hillside above Aberfan was riddled with springs, and no effort was made to enclose the streams that would eventually be buried beneath the tips. A large failure of one of the tips, Tip 4, in 1944, was not even a reportable incident because nobody from the colliery was injured. So many who should have heard about this or other similar events never did. The professionals in charge were inappropriately qualified and lacked appropriate experience and direction. Concerns were raised that this represented a disaster waiting to happen, but clear warnings went unheeded, and no action was taken to address the situation, until it was too late. Tip 7 covered material which had previously slipped in 1944, the very same watercourse that had caused earlier failures. Its catastrophic failure on the 21st of October 1966 was the result of a buildup of water in the tip. As the children congregated for morning assembly, they were excited. At midday, the half-term holiday would begin. The daily rendition of All Things Bright and Beautiful, a hymn written a few miles away in the bucolic tranquillity of the Usk Valley, was postponed that day. They would sing it before they went home when the head teacher planned to wish her pupils a safe and enjoyable holiday. The children filed into classrooms, and so the world turned in Aberfan much as it had done for the past 100 years. When the community burgeoned around the Merthyr Vale colliery, which began in 1869. When a small slip occurred, the disturbance caused the saturated, fine material of the tip to liquefy and flow down the mountain. 140,000 cubic yards of black slurry avalanched down the mountainside, wiping out everything in its path, and continued down to the village. It destroyed a farmhouse, cottages, 18 houses, Pantglas Junior School, and part of the neighbouring county secondary school, before finally coming to rest. At 9:20 am, the hooter at the colliery, which had never suffered a major disaster, broke its long silence. In total, 144 lives were lost, 116 of them children. The loss comprised half the youth of Aberfan. Today, on the 59th anniversary, we remember them, and may they forever rest in peace.